If Putin is off the deep end with this shahed obsession and terror, they must be left without logistics. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard that correctly. Zelensky calling it the way it is. Vladimir Putin is absolutely shaheed crazy. And that's even documented by the videos and the information put out yesterday about the shaheed factories in Yelabuga and other places. Zelensky today saying, no, it's time for this to end. And for it to end, we must destroy Russian logistics. We must destroy the plants where they are being created. Today, Zelensky speaking to his military in a rallying speech that sounds much like Winston Churchill. And today, this evening, Zelensky was inspiring. And I think it will be encouraging for you as well. Thank you for being here. July the 21st is the day that this happened. I have everything for you. It is documented, translated, voiced over, and I think we should begin with one piece of a statement that Winston Churchill made in regard to the era when he was fighting World War II against Adolf Hitler. Hitler knows that he will have to break us in this island or lose the war. If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be free, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, sunlit uplands. Now, you tell me that is not similar to what Zelensky and Ukraine is facing right now. It's same story, different time. Instead of Hitler, it's now Putler. It's Putin. And we are fighting for the ability for us in Europe and really the rest of the world to walk into a sunlit future. This is why I'm saying today, when Zelensky said, let's go take it to him, let's go get him, and you're going to hear it, this really was very Winston Churchill-like. Let's go to clip number 2 here. And Zelensky says, to his defense, guys, let's go get them. Let's go get them. We must fully meet the needs of our military, aviation, Air Force, and all units protecting our cities and villages. We need to significantly increase the frequency and range of our drone strikes against Russian targets. Every weapon production site in Russia must be within reach of our defense forces. This means scaling up of production of specific weapons, as we have decided in our strategic meetings. People need to see that Ukraine has its own missiles. Our goal is to have 50% Ukrainian-made weapons in our forces within 6 months. And this is absolutely achievable. There you have it, everybody. That's Zelensky tonight saying, listen, we have to take it to them. We can't really trust anything that's going to unfold. And that's what I was really talking about in the earlier video today about Lindsey Graham. If you missed that, go check that out. But the reality is Ukraine needs to be prepared to go after Russia themselves. And that's what Churchill was saying. We have to go get Putin so that there can be or Hitler so there can be a freedom in the future. Zelensky understands it. You can't negotiate with Putin. You're not going to be able to just ease him down off the edge of a ledge somewhere. He must be defeated, and that comes militarily, economically, and also intrinsically inside Russia. Zelensky gets it. And he's saying we have to increase our long-range capabilities. 50% of our supply needs to be us within 6 months. We already have long-range missiles that can do it, and we need to take out every target, and we need to do it starting right now. Kudos to you, President Zelensky. That was rallying. Now, it doesn't stop there. In his evening address, he begins talking to people about 2 things. One, about the negotiations that are coming up. But the second one is about Vladimir Putin's craziness on Shaheds. Here it is right here. And one more thing. All day today, efforts have been underway to eliminate the consequences of the Russian strike on our cities and our Ukrainian communities, various regions from Kharkiv and Sumy to Ivano-Frankivsk. There was a massive attack on Kyiv, a significant number of Shaheds. and missiles were shot down. And every such wave of Russian strikes reminds us two things. Air defense, we need more systems, more coverage across our country, and also our long-range strikes on Russia. If Putin is off the deep end with this Shahed obsession and terror, they must be left without logistics. Everyone working to protect life and limit Russia's war. The potential of it is working toward achieving peace. I also thank all partners who are pushing for new and stronger sanctions, including secondary sanctions. Let Russian bravado not deceive anyone. They are truly feeling the impact of sanctions, and they must end the aggression. Russia must end this war it itself started. Nobody else needs this war but Russia. There will definitely be peace. I thank everyone who stands with Ukraine. I thank our warriors. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is why I'm so confident to put that type of accolades on Zelensky for making that Churchill type statements today. He says, you know what? This has to end, and Russia has to end. It's only Russia that wants this war. They must be defeated, and there will be peace. Thank you for everyone that's standing with us, that is helping us. Thanks to our partners and thanks to our warriors. And if Putin wants to play Shahed games, fine. Let's play them. Let's just destroy his ability to even manufacture, make, and logistically deal in Shaheeds and that incredible production that was witnessed by the world that they are gloating about and that they are ramping up. I can tell you that the EU and many that are analysts are saying that by November of 2025, in just a few months, if this these factories have not been destroyed, Russia could be launching 2,000 Shaheeds a night at Ukraine. This is why it must be stopped. Kudos to Zelensky. Now, one more piece of good news tonight is that it appears Ukraine and Russia will be meeting again for negotiations. Zelensky and Umerov saying that they're meeting on Wednesday, the 23rd. Of course, Russia has to say completely different. They're saying they're meeting on Thursday, the 24th. But here's Zelensky tonight reporting on that. Today, I discussed with Rustem Umerov the preparations for another prisoner exchange and meeting with Russia in Turkey. Umerov confirmed that the meeting is set for Wednesday, the 23rd, and more details tomorrow. Glory to Ukraine. And there you have it. That is the full report tonight of Zelensky. So very interesting. Ramstein meetings with some good news coming there, up to 5 Patriot systems coming through Germany, additional supplies and weaponry, more of the same, but that PPO, it needs to get there. That PPO meaning air defense, it needs to get there yesterday. So we will be watching that. But in general, very powerful, positive statements from Zelensky today to his defensive leaders that you have seen and witnessed and heard in English, and also to his evening address to Ukrainians, speaking about Vladimir Putin and his Shahed craziness and upcoming negotiations. So listen, it's a good night. It's a good night with good statements from President Zelensky. Hey, we're on top of it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Be blessed.